With everyone so upset about the word that Trump used, you'd think the first thing anyone would do is to look up if any other president said anything inappropriate while in office, right? ChatGPT seems to think that some of these are worse than calling someone retarded. Harry S. Truman called Nixon a shifty-eyed goddamn liar. Called General Eisenhower a dumb son of a bitch who doesn't know any more about politics than a pig knows about something. Told a critic, I never did give anybody hell. I just told the truth and they thought it was hell. Truman was legendary for profanity and insults. John F. Kennedy, while talking about political rivals, he said, no matter how big the lie, repeat it often enough and the masses will regard it as truth. He used this line mocking Republican rhetoric. Oh my God. Which was highly inflammatory for the time. That's crazy. He sounds like a smart guy. In private tapes, he used slurs and harsh jokes frequently. Okay. Lyndon B. Johnson. His private tapes are some of the most vulgar in presidential history. I wonder if it's worse than Grab Her by the Pussy. Called reporters and opponents pissants, jackasses, sons of bitches, and worse. Told a senator, I may not be worth a damn, but I'm the only president you've got. He also used racist language openly in private. That sounds weird. Richard Nixon. On his secret tapes, Nixon used homophobic slurs, racial slurs, anti Semitic remarks, and called opponents bastards, clouds, pansies, and animals. One direct quote, the press is the enemy, the professors are the enemy, the courts are the enemy. I know I'm supposed to be upset about these, but I'm waiting for something really bad to jump out and it's not happening. Ronald Reagan, on a taped call about African delegates at the UN, Reagan said they were monkeys, okay, who were still uncomfortable wearing shoes. Okay, that's pretty bad. This is one of the most racially offensive things ever said by a sitting president on record. That makes a lot of sense. George H.W. Bush referred to journalists as liars and little bastards, also mocked political rivals with crude nicknames. That sounds like someone we know. George W. Bush was caught on a live mic saying to Dick Cheney, Major League asshole. He also publicly mocked a woman on death row. Please don't kill me in a speech. Oh, a moment that deeply offended many. So stupid. Bill Clinton, in conversations recorded by friends and advisors, called opponents scumbags, nuts, liars, and sluts. Referred to Monica Lewinsky as that woman, and later, a mistake. Clinton's language was notoriously vulgar in private. Barack Obama called Romney supporters bitter people clinging to guns and religion. Oh, that's not cool. Huh? This was considered deeply insulting to millions of Americans of faith. No shit. He also told Republicans, I won, get over it. Joe Biden. Biden is infamous for insulting American citizens. Called an auto worker full of shit, told a supporter, look fat, look. Referred to another voter as a lying dog faced pony soldier. Called a journalist a stupid son of a bitch, and dozens more. Thomas Jefferson called political rival Adams a hideous hermaphroditic character. Hermaph. Literally accusing him of being both sexist. Oh my god. Imagine Twitter today if Trump said that. John Adams called Alexander Hamilton the bastard brat of a Scottish peddler. Old school, but absolutely brutal. Ulysses S. Grant frequently referred to political opponents as stupid fools and damned idiots. He also publicly ridiculed Congress more than once. Andrew Jackson. Jackson was basically the Trump of the 1800s. Called opponents cowards, vipers, and corrupt monsters. Challenged a man to a duel over an insult. Jackson's mouth was legendary. That doesn't really sound like something Trump would do. Theodore Roosevelt called political opponents hyenas, liars, filthy creatures, and lunatics. Said of a rival, I'm going to skin him alive and nail his hide to a barn door. Presidential? No. Borderline psychotic? Most definitely. Every era of American politics has had presidents who insulted, mocked, swore, made crude personal attacks, or said things that today would be scandal worthy. The difference now is the media amplifies Trump's every word while pretending previous presidents were saints. History proves that political insults aren't new. The outrage is selective. People don't actually care about the language, they care about who said it. It went from if it bleeds, it leads to destroy Trump by lying and throwing gigantic hissy fits over every single thing he does. Because then the people who grew up believing the news was fact based go about life believing that Trump was best friends with Epstein, that he's handing out tax cuts to the rich, that he's doing anything beyond protecting the American people from the people who took full advantage of the open border, thanks to Biden and the border czar.